Okay, this video is just a little tip about things to do when trying to network. For example, let's say you are a young photographer and you're wanting to get into music or gigs let's say music photographer. Okay, let's say my tip here would be to work the social media and networking as much as you can to your advantage. Now, there's a rubbish film out just now called the Internship, where it's about these guys that go to Google and are trying to become Googliness or something like that. Whatever. But it's effectively a bunch of old guys trying to get some young guys jobs, and the old guys come along with a couple of tricks up their sleeves of doing all the research about the main people, knowing where they go, what they look like, their wife, their kids, the people that are interviewing, what their kids do, so that they meet up with a person and say, oh, so how's your daughter doing at gymnastics, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. And they're totally on the ball in knowing everything about the people that they're going to be interviewing or meeting up with. And nowadays that is a piece of piss so much with Facebook and Google and the internet, to be able to find out absolutely everything about the person that you're going to be potentially talking to. So let's just say, for an example, let's say it's music, gig, photography and stuff like that. What you want to do, if you're starting out, is get chummy with a whole bunch of bands in your local areas. So for example, well, if you're wanting to be a music photographer, you should know a couple bands already, but let's say you don't. Let's just go on Facebook, type in your local city or whatever and find a band, find out when their next gig is, or just go to a bar and that does gigs and just go there or check their Facebook or their website and see what people are playing. Check out the people that are doing it. Whenever you find out that they do, let's say, for example, my favourite band at the moment just now is Tidings. I'll put a link down to their stuff down below. They're friends of mine now, but I'm now their biggest fan. And before going to a gig, check up on everything. So join the band's Facebook page. Cool. Find out, read through all their stuff, double check what they're saying, what they're doing, other places that they've been. So let's say you strike up a conversation at the bar. You can say, let's say they say, oh, we did a gig in Leeds last month. Just say you're at the bar with them and say, oh, were you in Leeds last month? You could totally bullshit and just say, oh yeah, I was there as well. So your gig, that was really good. Double check that they definitely played and all that kind of stuff. And then they're like, no way, this guy saw us there and he's up here. Awesome, that's an interesting person. So work your networking ability and do your research on the people and the type of people that you want to do your work for. Another one, let's say it's not music stuff. Let's say you just want to do lots of corporate headshots. Okay, so let's say you've got a job for an investment company. You go along, investment companies usually have an About Us page. If you're doing headshots, you're probably doing headshots for the About Us people. Just check, like before you go, email the people that's organised it to you, just saying, can I just double check the numbers and can I get the names just before I come along, just so I'm not totally out in the blind or anything like that. And then just check their about page. It may be that it's just all the new people and you'll not be able to get much information on it. It may be that it's just the current staff, but they're just updating their photos. So it's good to then just go, who are they, where are they from, how long have they been in the company, who's the new boy, all that kind of stuff, who's the head honcho, how to deal with that, find out what the actual company does. Investments, what the fuck is that? That could be anything. So do the research before you go and just spark up those conversations with people when you're chatting, because as pretty much you'll read or hear from any other photography website or guru or whatever like that, they say that photography is 10% photographs and then 90% marketing. Or what was it? I think there was maybe Peter Hurley had a quote where it's something like, doing headshots is 10% photos, 90% making the person feel good. What do you call it? Just like, you know, being sociable. I can't quite remember, but he had a good quote somewhere. Check out Peter Hurley for headshots. So in fact, what you say is that the photos are the smallest part of the photography job, but the actual communication and nurturing of the person that you're going to be dealing with. So, and if that just means, if you're having a conversation with someone, let's say you're doing modelling shots, just say, oh, were you modelling for this magazine? Oh, what's it like for them? Oh, I heard their photographer that did that shot was a total dick. What do you think of him? Oh yeah, I did a shoot with him. I thought he was okay. It's like, oh yeah, well maybe he likes people, blah blah blah. So not just only the people that you're going to be shooting, revise it up on them, but maybe the interactions that they've had as well. Bit of a ramble, but just that's just another idea of just how to work, you know, network like a hoe, network like a gangster, network like a pimp, or whatever it was. Can't remember my own bloody phrase there. But whenever you're networking, make sure you've got something to network with. So you sound like you are somebody that they want to network with, somebody that is interested in the same things that they are. Hope that helps. Okay, bye bye.